What up, YouTube? Brokefarmer back for another video on this beautiful day, y'all. And today I will be planting onions. Now I'm in the south and I'm gonna be planting long day onions. Alright, these are the onions I'm gonna be planting from seed. Sweet Spanish yellow Utah jumbo onions and the Alyssa Craig, Elsa Craig, whatever you want to call them. But all these are long day onions, y'all. And I know some people saying, well, according to Google, if you plant onion seeds that are long day onion seeds in the south, it won't form a bulb. Well, I'm gonna put right here the onions I planted last year and how they turned out. Onions got to go through the winter. Long day, short day, whatever you want to call them. If your soil is right and you fertilize it right and you water it right, you're gonna get bulbs. You're gonna get bulbs. Now, before you tear your garden up doing what I'm doing, do a little research, but just don't believe everything you read on Google. I plant onions that are big onions. I don't even like onions, but if I'm gonna grow them for pest pressure and control, I want big onions. I might give them to some of my friends or whatever, and I don't want to give them a little bit of onion. So I'm gonna be planting long day onions. Is what it is. That's what I'm doing. All right. The way my bed is set up, I plant my onions along the back side of the bed to try to help keep bugs out, because any heavy smells distracts the bugs or discourages them. And I plant the, look, I still got onions that I left in the ground. They're coming back up. But I had way better success. This is what the seeds look like. Planting onion seeds than the bulbs. I don't know why, but that's what it is. So I'm gonna plant a whole bunch of them and wait for them to come up. At first I was planting the onions all around my bed, and I was like, no, that's not a good idea. I don't even eat them. And what ends up happening is I just leave onions in the bed and I never pull them up. So that's too much, even for pest pressure. So I went with this method, and that's all gardening is. Trying something one year, you don't like it, do something different the next year. Birds, will y'all shut up? They so disrespectful. They so disrespectful. Look, every bed I just got onions that's left. So we just gonna stick to this and see how we feel about it. We might change our minds next year. All right, if you leave garlic in the ground, it's coming up, y'all. All of that is garlic that I didn't pull up, y'all. I just left it in the ground. All that is garlic. Yeah, it's what it is. We don't worry about stuff. We learn and we move on, y'all. So I'm gonna plant some more, plant some of these onion bulbs over here, and we should be good. All right, for my in-ground bed, I just dug a trench along the long side of it, and I'm just gonna sprinkle them in there, y'all. These are the big onions, some kind of Australian onions, something Alyssa Craig, got them all Baker Creek. And we're just gonna do it like that. Go down a little bit further. Right behind my kale. And I got a board in the ground for some reason. I don't know why. But either way, same concept. And I know some of this stuff is really foreign to y'all. I know this is not the comfortable way for y'all to garden. And that's okay to be uncomfortable sometimes. You just got to see what worked for you. My garden is not the prettiest garden, and I don't stick to a whole bunch of conventional things when it comes to gardening. But watch the video It ain't how you plant them, it's how you harvest it. And in my garden, I do a lot of big harvests. I get food early and things grow well. All right, that's that side of the bed I just did, or we just did. And this side of the bed. All I want to do is set up a barrier of weird smells, as I call it, so the pests and insects are discouraged. You can't stop. Let's start that. You can't stop insects. If they're determined to eat, they're gonna eat. But discourage pests and insects to get in your bed. Now what I find here is I forgot to harvest one of my garlic balls. So I'm gonna separate all these and I'm gonna plant them out. I found this in like 2 or 3 spots, so we're gonna plant this out too. Now these are some of the clumps we were looking at of garlic. And this I harvested and just left in the shed to dry. And I just forgot about it. I had plenty of garlic this year. So I'm just gonna bust down these cloves and I'm gonna plant them. So I had to buy no garlic this year. If I can get these cloves broken down really good. Get that crunch. It ain't Captain Crunch, baby, it's garlic. It is not Captain Crunch. That's how easy it is to grow your own garlic. And then each year you have more and more to put back for planting. And you just separate them off the cloves or off the ball. And that's all garlic we're gonna plant. Something else, a lot of people tell you, hey, plant the root side down and this tip up. Please understand, no matter how you plant this, it's gonna find its way up. It's gonna find its way up. Stop worrying about the small stuff, man. That stuff is not that important. Put the garlic in the ground, it will grow. It will grow. It's no short day garlic, a long day garlic. I don't care what kind you plant, elephant garlic, miniature garlic. Garlic is super healthy and it's something my family eats a lot. So I'm gonna make a great effort to do this every year. And then once I separate 3 or 4 of them, I have more garlic next year to eat and plant. It's just a multiplication thing every year with garlic. You always end up with more garlic than you had the year before. Unless you eat garlic every day, and then, yeah, you might not. All right, but got all my garlic busted out. And I will be planting this garlic in different places, some of it in containers. I just want a whole bunch of garlic. See? Like starting it on the inside and bringing it out, but it was already out. I already got roots on them. Perfect. Perfect. I should just get a big garlic ball and just put it in the ground and wait for it to sprout like this. Turned out great. Same thing with this one. Gonna break them up. And we're gonna plant them out, y'all. And that one's just gonna break up. Oh, I don't even think that's no good. I don't know what happened to her. All right. I just made a trench down the middle of the bed. Right here. And this is some of my best soil. So I want big garlic bulbs. So I'm gonna plant it in some very fertile soil. And probably, I don't know, 3 inches apart, something like that. I do want to give it a little space to get bigger. And if it don't have any green tops on it, I'm covering it all the way up, even though it got roots on it. Look at that. I'm planting right next to a grow up. Look at that, buddy. Thought you was slick, didn't you? You was sitting there waiting on it. No, mister. R.I.P. It's over. All right, I'm back. I had to take care of that immediately. So, put my garlic in there, cover up to a certain extent, and I'm just gonna pack it back over with wood chips. That's how I do it, y'all. I know some of y'all are cringing, but just how I garden, it works. Garden ain't always gotta be beautiful to be effective. Look at that soil. Oh, I love that soil. Oh, I love that soil. Put it down in there. Another one with no top yet. Just gonna put it over here. Covered it in wood chips. It's gonna grow, y'all. Don't worry about it. All right, y'all. You see, I got a trench. I love trench planting. I don't know why. All right, and this is in front of my other in-ground bed. And we're gonna have a garlic bonanza, y'all. We gonna triple the garlic we had last year. And this process started last year. And I bought some garlic to plant. I planted it, harvested, took a bunch in the house, left a bunch out here. Still pulling up the mint roots. Come on, let's plant a lot of it. Garlic bonanza, y'all. And we're just gonna cover it back up, y'all. Garlic will grow, y'all. Good soil, water, and it's gonna. All right, I got all my onions and garlic planted in on one side. Got them planted in on the other side. I even got them planted in my beds over here. And look, y'all, it's so many rules to planting garlic and planting onions. Long day, short day, hot day, warm day, onions, all this. Just try something. Just try something. In my experience, it worked. Might not work in your experience, but don't just let Google tell you how your garden works, okay? Try something, grow something. Life is good.